Before we get a little bit more on that, I'd like to call somebody up. I think we need a little inspiration here. And we've got somebody who's going to inspire us, the Reverend Bob Stroman. He's going to inspire us a little, or maybe a lot. Reverend Stroman.
We're here because big money has declared war on the people united. That's what this rally is all about. Big money has taken over the state of Ohio, and it wants to strangle the collective voice of the people united. We're here to stop them. You know, big money is not necessarily bad. In a big industrial economy in America, we need big money to build the factories, the research facilities, and yes, even the banks that keep our economy going. But there are two things you need to know about big money. First, big money is greedy. It is said once when John Rockefeller was old and rich, he was asked, "Sir, you have been poor and now you are rich. How much money is enough?" And Rockefeller replied, "A little more." In America today, big money collects half of the total income of the United States, and the middle class gets a smaller and smaller percentage of the total income every year. But they want more. They want your share of the increase in productivity. Between 1945 and 1980, as American productivity increased tremendously, the gains were shared by all income groups. A rising tide raised all boats, as they say. But since 1980, more and more of the wealth and income of America has shifted to the top 20% of Americans. Big money gets bigger, and they want more. Big money overreached. They took unnecessary risks with derivatives and other money market tricks because they wanted more. And they brought down the American economy through a bank crisis. Now, we're struggling with the results of big money's greed because the recession has reduced the state budget income. And now, big money wants to balance the state budget on your back. School teachers didn't cause this recession. Big money did. Firefighters didn't cause this recession. Big money did. Big money doesn't want to pay their fair share. But big money has a second fault you ought to know about, and it's worse than their greed. Big money thinks that they know what's best for you. The greatest disasters happen when some people think that they know what's best for everybody else, instead of letting everyone speak for themselves. Big money thinks they know what's good for you, and they don't. But that brings me to the other reason we are here, and that is the people united.
We'll never be defeated. The what? People united. We'll never be defeated.
Back in the 1930s, when big money really drove the American economy into a ditch, people united in labor unions that gave them a collective voice in the economy. The people united found a collective voice through organized labor, and they told big money, "We know what's good for us, and you don't."
All right.
When big money told people that they should work 12 hours a day, and they did. When big money told the people they should work 7 days a week, and they did. The labor movement replied with a collective voice. We demand an 8-hour day. We want the weekend off. The people united demanded a fair share of the economic pie. And the economy boomed. The people united spoke with a collective voice and demanded decent working conditions. And the nation thrived. But you have to remember one thing about people united. If we're to have a collective voice about wages and working conditions, if we're to be a real corrective to the greed of big money, then we must be united.
The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
Big money will try to divide the people united and silence our collective voice. Big money will tell you that public workers have it better than you do, so you should dislike them. Big money will tell you that immigrant workers will take your jobs, so you should fear them. Big money will tell you that those other workers out there don't believe what you believe, and therefore you shouldn't cooperate with them. Big money will try to divide the people united. Don't fall for it. Stick together. Together the people united can stop the big money. In the words of a great labor song, Solidarity Forever, the first verse, when the union's inspiration through the workers' blood shall run, there can be no power greater anywhere beneath the sun. Big money knows that, and they tremble. We need to believe that and make it real. The people united will